Good morning, guys. It's early morning and I'm going out to buy steel. You might have seen the one where I recycled a set of drawers and made a kind of a shelf thing for my dad. And now he says he's got to cook. He needs somewhere to put his microwave. Just got my steel rod, 10mm steel solid cold steel, and the dude was pretty funny. Pretty funny. I think he was in a bit of a grumpy mood or something, but he said, I don't know what's worse, you guys in your BMWs or you guys in your Audis. He ended up being alright though. We had a bit of a yarn, and he was a good dude in the end. My dad needs a stand to put his microwave on, so I went out and bought some steel, and today we're making some kitchen industrial. That's so good. So this clamping jig here should allow me to get the rods at right angles to each other when I weld them. And I'm going to put a couple of clamps on here as well, or maybe just screw down a block and just hold everything in nice and tight when I do the welds so that they don't move. So I have the two rails along the sides on the top on this sub-assembly here, and I'm going to attach this one to this sub-assembly over this side, and to keep it square I'm going to just drill 10mm holes in this piece of wood and put them on over the tops here, and that will keep it the correct distance apart and therefore keep it at 90 degrees. Really good. So once I weld on that tail rail, I won't have access to the top rail above it to grind it, to clean it up. So I'm just going to go over the whole thing now with the grinder and just tidy up what I can and get it all flush along the top where the board has to sit, and then I'll go ahead and weld on that tail rail. I'm going to use a small roundover bit in the holes to widen the recess there for the imperfections in the welding to fit up inside, so that the top fits more flush down on the legs. And now with this little recess, it fits quite nicely on top of the base. Look at that. These guys are a real tight fit, so I'm just putting a bit of candle wax on the end of the legs here, and I'm just going to tap them down with a mallet. Works mint. Doesn't work as mint as I thought it did at first. When I had this packet in my hand at the shop, I said to myself, buy two, buy two. They could split. I just left that panel hanging in the office overnight to try and get that Danish oil to dry off a bit better. Let's see how it's going. It's a bit warmer in here. Rather than leave it out in the workshop where it's freezing cold, I thought I'd just hang it in here and it's nice and warm, and it's probably gonna... That feels pretty good. Nice. Just got the second coat of oil on. Perfect. That's perfect.
29 days ago,
And I can
$1.1 billion into the new operating model.
just sit in a chair and listen to it.
To make it what it was always supposed to be.
play tapes.
So yeah, we're doing
Play tapes.
exactly
I got some.
what they're asking us to do. The Minister for Children, Tracy Martin. The Australian government is discussing a radical change to
Cool.
visa requirements, which could see many more New
Coming to
Zealanders
Donna
facing
Summer. Any boy.
deportation.
Roger Miller.
Canberra is considering whether
Danny
it should
boy.
have the right to cancel a visa of anyone who
Glenn
commits
Miller.
an offence that attracts a 2-year
Yeah.
jail sentence, even if that sentence
Neil
isn't
Garner.
imposed.
Alright.
Gee, I hope it's. Oh,
Hope it fits, eh?
yeah, no, but the problem is, I think it's too high.
No, I don't think so.
You know.
Reckon it'll work?
Oh yeah, look, it's supported well. Yeah.
Pen and a key. It works.
Great support.
Oh well, I'll see you later then.
Gee, and there might be two. Gee, talk about measurement.
Can you just pull it out?
Pull the whole thing out.
A little bit.
Talk about measurement. Down to the millimetre. Gee, that's great, isn't it?
Measure once and cut 3 times.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Before we go any further with this, I'm going to put some weights on it and just test it out. I've got 15 kilograms on there now, and we'll see how she holds up. You know how dodgy my welds are.